3 major invites that come with it. My name is Kit Alexander. The legendary Trish Johnson is alongside me. We're delighted to have you with us for this exciting and blustery Sunday. Yun-So Yang came into the final round with a 2-shot lead from her fellow Koreans Soo-Min Oh and Gyu-Bin Kim. And there's already been some movement at the top of the leaderboard today, Trish.
Yes, there certainly has. This was Soo-Min Oh. This is her tee shot at the 3rd hole. Just 114 yards, but very breezy out there today. But this was a beauty. And she would go on to make her first birdie of the day.
Yun-So Yang bogeyed the 1st hole today, as she did yesterday, par at the 2nd, this one for a 2 at the 3rd. And in it went for a first red number of the day for our leader.
Well, Kim had a nightmare finish on the 18th yesterday, and she's carrying on with the same, well, awful putting really. This was her on 3.
This was Yang at the par 5 4th for birdie. And she couldn't take advantage of that scoreable opportunity.
This was Soo-Min Oh, her par save at the 5th hole. Lovely.
Well, through 6 holes, Soo-Min Oh had one of only 2 rounds without a bogey underway. But that would come to an end as the par effort slid by on the left. So that's how things stand right now with the final group through 7 holes. Yun-So Yang level par, 1 birdie, 1 bogey. Still a 2-shot advantage from Soo-Min Oh, who's just dropped a shot on 7. A little bit of a gap back there though to Hiroshi and Maliksi at 8 under, and not the start Gyu-Bin Kim was hoping for. 4 over through 7 after that nightmare 4-putt at the 18th yesterday. You can see the flag really blowing there downwind on this par 3 8th, and the forecasters are telling us 34 to 42 miles an hour of wind. The temperature has dropped considerably as well. We were in the mid-20s earlier in the week, 15 to 16 degrees now, and we're going to get some gusts. We've got Hannah Ray Seifert following the final group for us this afternoon. How's it feeling out there, Hannah Ray?
Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, it's definitely blustery as you've seen, but it definitely is gusting. So it's really tricky for these girls out here today because it's completely dying nearly, and then it will really pick up to almost a 2-club wind. So you can really see them trying to decide between the clubs on the tees.
Yeah, very tricky, that back pin today. You can see it's downwind off the right-hand side. Yeah, it's going to be a tough gig for these guys out there today. This is by no means, and especially on the greens, sometimes when it's really windy like this, you sort of think, well, your short game can bail you out. But I tell you what, on these greens, with lots of wind and the undulations and pin positions, yeah, tough.
You see confirmation of the 3 Koreans in this final group. Remarkably, a Korean golfer has never won this championship in its 7 previous playings since it was introduced in 2018. Looking like that streak will come to an end today, though. Stepping up and looking up at the trees, that might be something we see quite a lot of today.
Yeah, I think so. I think a lot of today is going to be about, right, pick your club and just commit to it. If it's wrong, it's wrong. But backing off each time is going to help no one. Unless, of course, it's obvious. Very good. Pin high, birdie opportunity.
Nice to play Gyu-Bin Kim off the back of a double bogey on 7. She'd already had a couple of bogeys today on 3 and 5. Has to get something moving in a positive direction if she's going to be a factor for the remainder of this tournament.
think you can see how much downwind it is today. 153 yards, and she's just got a little 9-iron in her hand.
Yeah, nice shot, hopefully a signal of better things to come for Gyubin Kim. First look at Japan's Yurina Hiroshi. She's 2 under for her day today to move up into a tie for third.
Oh, wow, she's absolutely mullered that one. That's plenty coming back for par.
Yujia Liao, third at 10, par 5.
Yeah, tough going today. She's had an absolute nightmare. Front 9. And that's not getting much better. I think that must have been lying very poorly in the bunker, to be fair to her.
Well, much more for par than Hiroshi would have been hoping for. Oh, that's well holed though. How much trickier does the extra wind make holing out, Trish?
A huge difference when you, especially if you've got a side wind, left to right putt, and the wind's on your back, really tricky. Yeah, gorgeous this 8th hole, this par 3. That right-hand side, you can see water all the way down there. Doesn't really come into play, to be perfectly honest, especially today, as we see it's playing straight downwind, and the pin there is over on the left-hand side. 2-tiered green, this one. Got to get on the right tier. Just that left-hand bunker, but that doesn't really come into play today.
So, Yang just pacing out the chip that faces her, Hannah Ray.
Yeah, that's right. She's got more fringe than she's got green here, and as soon as she hits the green, it's quite a nasty little downslope that she's going to have to navigate so that this doesn't have to run away with her. She's going with the wedge. She's got a sprinkler head that could well be in play, but it doesn't look like it's bothering her at the moment, which would suggest that she's wanting to fly this on the green and not use too much of the fringe.
She was absolutely scintillating through the first 36 holes, Yun So Yang, 64-67 in far nicer conditions than this to set a new 36-hole scoring record in this championship. Battled back from 3 over after 7 holes yesterday. She's shown qualities and grit so far this week.
Fairly tight lies just on the fringes around these greens, but this should be quite nice because you can pitch it all the way up to the flag and just let it run down. That's heavy-handed.
There's a little slope there as well. Oh, well, this doesn't look like much fun for Rianne Maliksi. On her knees, root behind the ball. This could go anywhere. I'm not 100% sure which bit of the club hit that ball there, Trish.
No. I think it the ground, and then sort of just managed to get a little bit on it. To be honest, I don't think she could have done an awful lot better.
This is her third shot.
As we saw with the chip shot, it's going to really get away on you. This chip again, downhill, could easily pick up speed, wind an element to this as well. We saw it get away with the chip, so she just needs to really focus on the pace here.
You can see the wind tugging away at her trouser legs. This is enough to be a factor in this putt.
10th, the par 5. Sirong, her birdie putt to get to 4 under. Oh, up and out of it very, very quickly. Yeah, it's going to be tough putting today, and we're going to see a lot of unusual putts, I think.
So O's been given something to think about, seeing her playing partner Yang run a chip a long way past, and Kim get a little bit flighty with her birdie effort as well.
Yeah, you'd have to think there's a huge possibility of a 2-shot swing here. This could really be tied for the lead after this. There'll be a lot of this, I think, today, toing and froing. A lot of birdie putts for one player and maybe par bogey putts for someone else. Today's a day to keep double off your card. Whatever you do, especially this leading group, you can get away with the odd bogey, but the double is the killer. Oh, that's a wonderful putt, really is. Left to right down the hill, not easy to judge at all. We've seen so many of those left to righters this week missed mostly low or very, very high. But that one, the moment she hit it, you're looking from lovely view from there, and you just, it looked like it might just have missed on the right hand side, but just turned back right at the very end. Well judged.
Yeah, brilliant birdie bounce back for O after that dropped shot at the previous hole, her first bogey of the day, and that just piles the pressure back on this lady, Yun So Yang. As Trish said, we could see a 2-shot swing if this doesn't find the bottom of the cup. Good thing is she knows it's uphill and she can be a bit more aggressive with it.
Well, she certainly was aggressive. This is Park's 3rd shot at 9. Trouble off the tee. Pin all the way at the back today. Oh, that's a well played. Go on, get in there. Oh, good try. Beautiful. Bit of backspin on that. Looked good.
4 bogeys on her card today, yet to have a red number, but hopefully she'll get her first there. So we saw Kim miss a couple of putts of this sort of length on the 18th yesterday. She struggled a little on the greens coming back today also.
Yeah, well hold. Very good.
So she'll say 7 under, 6 backs back of the leader currently. This is Maliksi from short of 9, hoping to get up and down just to salvage the bogey.
No, that was not the right shot to play. Keep it on the ground longer. Let the ground do the most of the work. Too difficult to judge. So Yang, her bogey putt, this is no gimme either. Ooh, okay.
So we're now tied at the top, 12 under par, Su-min Oh and Yun So Yang. And they're 4 shots clear of their nearest pursuers. Well, there it is with the 2-shot swing on 8. As Trish says, it's going to to and fro all afternoon with this extra wind, added volatility. Malixi's fighting at the 9th to just drop 1 shot. So she's going to slip further out of the lead. Oh, there's a cute little fella. Great to see the fans out here at Royal Wellington. We've seen all ages and a few dogs as well. Su-min Oh on the 9th tee, and she can get it moving.
Yeah, there's a bunker to avoid up the left-hand side. Looks like she's happy with that. Yeah, that's perfect.
Hana, just talking about the crowds out there. What's the atmosphere like?
Yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised, Kit. I thought people might stay away given what we thought the weather was going to do today, but they have come out, which is fantastic to see. We're back with families, back with lots of dogs, and I hope the weather stays okay for them because they've made the effort to come out, which is so great to see.
Made of hardy stuff, golf fans. Kim straight down to pick up her tee, the debutant. And it'll be Yang, the last to tee off after the mistake on the previous hole. She's a player in great form though. She's won her last 3 women's amateur golf ranking tournament starts. That does go back to the tail end of last year, but she's used to being in contention and used to getting over the line. Those experiences will come in very handy this afternoon.
Oh, they certainly will. This is one of the things they're going to have to deal with. Just every now and again stand over it and get a huge gust of wind. Just back off and just wait for it to die down fractionally. She's not happy at all here. Not sure whether it's just the gust of wind or she just can't see the shot that she wants to play. But very uncomfortable at the moment. Well, it didn't put her off at all, did it? Well played. Absolutely miles down that one as well. That is huge. Wow.
So a little bit of hesitation on the tee, but Yang safely in the fairway on 9. We'll jump up to the green, and this is the bogey putt for Rian Maliksi, the 2024 US Women's Amateur Champion. Never had it quite high enough, so a couple of shots will go for the Filipino.
Yeah, I really thought she might do well today. Her game is, certainly a short game is so good, but as I said, you can't afford to make doubles.
Hiroshi second to the par 5 10th.
Well, that is a wonderful shot. It really is. The 15-year-old is having a ball out there today. 2 under par for her round so far, and that is an eagle putt.
Rihanna Lau for par at 9. It's a tough hole, this 9th. And it's taking a few victims out there.
Sujin Park, birdie putt at 11, left to right. Is she going to start it far enough left? Oh, she did, and it didn't come back. Can't win, can you?
Yeah, just be aware, there's a couple of Sojin Parks in the field when their names pop up top left. Sojin, all one word for one of them and 2 separate words for the other. So this the eagle for Hiroshi at 10 to get within 2 of the lead.
What a good effort that was. Must have looked really good from her. Oh, the 9th hole, par 4, 407 yards. Just a bunker down there on the left-hand side to avoid. Plenty of room up that right side. It's a straightaway hole. There's a gully that runs just short of the green as well, if you don't quite make that carry. This is Kim from the left-hand side. It's a good line into that pin at the back today. Let's get something going. She's had a pretty shocking first 8 holes, and that's not going to improve her mood at all. That'll leave her really tricky up and down. Yeah, no bunkers on the 9th hole. Doesn't really need them. The green itself does the, well, is the trouble for the players. It's 2 tiers, but it also, there's big runoffs either side. And with that pin all the way back today, it's playing its full length.
$154 yards here for Suman. Definitely all she's got in terms of irons. Really having to think about the shots. The wind's just playing havoc with their decisions on which club to go with, particularly, as you say, Trish, this green completely cut in half. Really want to get it all the way back there.
Timing will be everything today. Can you pick your moment between the gusts?
It's going to be very...
Yeah, that was fascinating. You could just literally see the wind balloon that ball into the air and just give it absolutely no hope of getting to the green. It just absolutely ballooned. Almost looked like it was coming back to her.
Premium on the ability to flight the ball out there this afternoon,
I was
Trish.
just about to say, it'd be nice to see some of these players, you know, play. It's like links conditions. It's a parkland course, but it's links conditions. When you get the wind gusting like that, you can't just hit it up in the air and let the wind take it. You've got to hit those low, punchy shots. They're the only way, especially when the pin's all the way back. And quite clearly, it's playing into the breeze. You just need to hit it in low and get it, you know, underneath, especially with the trees as they are as well. There's got to be some bit of shot making out there this afternoon. It's more like it.
A super approach from Yang, and that will set up a very good look for birdie. She's asking for it to stop. The wind hits it. Beautiful. Hasn't been a birdie on that 9th yet today. We might be about to see one.
Well, 10 is playing the complete opposite. This is downwind. SJ Park. Now that, very dependent on if it's gone up the face there or not. It's going to leave her a long bunker shot either way. It won't be easy, even with a decent lie in the bunker.
First look at the 11th today, par 3. Playing 126 yards. And it's Prim Prashnahorn. In the world amateur golf rankings. Got a proud record in this event, Thailand. Hoping to have another high finish with Prim.
Well, that's beautifully played. Really well judged. Little sawn off follow through. Now this is not easy. At least it's into the breeze a bit. Pitch it into that bank just hope it releases up it. Good effort. Very good from where she was.
We've seen from the little mini leaderboard that popped up as well, Hiroshi's back to 7 under with a bogey on that par 5. That means a 5-shot gap between the two tied for the lead, and Hiroshi and Kim in tied 3rd, and still a long way to go, but heading towards a potential little match play situation developing between these two. Can Kim have something to say about that?
No, not at the moment. He's having a bit of a nightmare time out there. Very difficult in these conditions when your swing just gets a little bit away from you and your short game. Now, Hiroshi, after missing short par putt at the 10th, can she keep it down? Yeah, that's really well played. Good comeback.
Only 15 years old, Hiroshi, but 19 on the World Amateur Golf Rankings, the 2nd highest in the field, behind Soo Min Oh. So Kim's not lost her turn, unfortunately. She just needs to dig in here, Trish.
Yeah, I mean, from that finish she had on 18 last night up until now, absolutely nothing has gone right for her at all. Not a single birdie on the card, a couple of bogeys and a double. And she's got this for another bogey. Sorry, this is for a par. But this is by no means easy at all. Up that slope, right to left to begin with, might come back a fraction at the end. Really difficult one to judge, both line and pace, to be honest.
Well, there you can see she's just 16 years old and making her debut in this event.
Well, she's trying too hard at the moment, trying to make everything. Sometimes you just got to take your medicine. Don't turn bogeys into doubles. Having a rough time at the moment. Interesting dynamic. 3 Korean players all wearing the same gear. All obviously good friends. They all know each other really well. Will play in the same junior teams together, but all competing for the huge prize at the end of this day.
Well, Soo Min Oh just missed out on that huge prize 12 months ago, finishing runner-up by a single shot to Malaysia's Janith Wong. Fancy O will be enjoying these conditions as well. She likes playing in the trickier conditions of wind and a bit of rain, says it focuses her, and that extra bit of concentration, maybe she finds a little bit more than some others who aren't relishing those experiences. And, well, Kim still hasn't lost her turn. It's 3 shots in a row for her now on this hole.
Yeah, this isn't easy either, because this is downwind. Can't get too aggressive. Just got to trust your stroke. Stay still. Pick your line and hit it over it. Oh, what a shame.
Saw a lovely tee shot from Prim Prashnahorn into the par 3 11th. This is the birdie putt that she faces to get back to 3 under par. It would move her inside the top 10.
Very good, well holed, good too. Not easy when the wind is swirling the way it is on that par 3.
So the stage now clear for Sumin O. A tricky one for par. Didn't move an iota.
Oh, she seemed perplexed by that, didn't she? As though she picked the line she wanted, but maybe just a misread.
So that drops O back to 11 under par for the tournament, turning in level par 36. Well, it seems a little while ago that we saw that fantastic approach in here from Yang.
Well, this is another situation we're talking about, isn't it? The 2-shot swing. We're going to have a lot of these over the next 9 holes, no doubt about that. It's just you've got to be on the right side of them more times than you're not. But this deserves a birdie. She's played this hole magnificently, absolutely mullered a drive down there and played such an intelligent second shot. Didn't let the wind affect it, and now she's got pretty much the perfect putt really, straight up the green, maybe just a fraction right to left.
Great stuff from Yun So Yang, and she's back where she started the day with a 2-shot lead.
Maliksi from the back of the 10th, just behind the back of the 10th, hit a great second shot. This is her eagle opportunity. Slow putt, because she's going through the fringe. Has she got it? Oh, has she ever? What a good comeback that is. Tremendous. I think that's her second eagle on the 10th. I think she started with an eagle on the first day or the second day, Kim?
First day she teed off on the 10th, her first hole of the championship. She pitched in from 35 yards for eagle, and she's holed this beauty of a putt through the fringe. Looked good the moment it got on the green, and in it goes. Well worth the fist pump. Hiroshi to move to 8 under.
Well played. Good comeback after bogeying the 10th hole. Really good comeback. Can't believe she's 15 years of age.
And that's how things stand as we enter the back 9 on Sunday at the Women's Amateur Asia Pacific. 15 of the top 50 in the Women's Amateur Golf rankings teed it up this week. And with just 9 holes to go, the cream has risen to the top. Oh, top ranked player in the field, Hiroshi, second ranked player in the field, but it's Yun So Yang leading the way as they head to this 10th hole, Trish.
Yeah, 10 is, well, it's a birdie hole, birdie opportunity. Well, we just saw Maliksi make eagle there, but this is all about the tee shot, really. Trees down the right-hand side and left, but there's plenty of landing zone there. It's quite a wide fairway, and it will be downwind today, so every opportunity for a possible shot at eagle today.
Yang's birdied it every day, and that's part 1 done on Sunday. Oh, just hang on. Oh, it's got a great bounce over the hill. Sumino, birdie par eagle. We've seen her hit some very big drives this week. This will give us a good indication where this comes down in relation to Yang as to who's got the advantage off the tee.
Looks like that's going down the right-hand side. Not sure.
Off the back of that brilliant eagle, Maliksi at the 11th, and as we've seen, it's in a nice accessible location, the pin here.
Not easy, you can see how much that wind is howling on that 11th hole. Now, Kim just got to totally refocus. That was an awful front nine. She really does need to just get that out of her head. She's hit a ripper there. That is motoring.
Might have been a little bit of pent-up frustration and aggression there for Gyu Bean Kim, because that has gone chasing down the fairway, and that brings the par 5 10th green very much into range for her. And my word, does she need to find something. Now 8 shots back of the lead held by Yang. Well, brilliant experience for all the players this week, but it's not just them gaining experience at this great championship, it's an opportunity for rules officials as well.
I'm Malvika Mesquita and I'm from India, and I'm here at the Women's Amateur Asia Pacific at the absolutely stunning Royal Wellington Golf Club in New Zealand. I am one of the rules officials at this championship. I'm a guest referee that's been invited by APGC and the RNA. Honestly, it's nothing short of a dream to be at an event like this that's run at this level with the players that it has. It's just incredible. I started playing golf 18 years ago as a junior, so I did play competition golf for a few years, not at this level, but yeah, so I've been playing for a long time and decided I wanted to do something more with it, and that's how I got into this. It's incredible the work that the RNA is doing, because it's really just cracking open doors for people all over the world, and you know, they're taking people from so many countries to do this, and they're training people to be the best, and best officiating and better officiating just means better golf. So it's just kudos to them for everything that they're doing. I would absolutely love to inspire some referees in India. That's what I would love to go back and share my experiences so that they can aspire to the same.
To the 11th green, and Maliksi for her birdie. This is Yujia Liu, not having a great day, but that'll improve things a bit. First birdie of the day for Liu.
Yeah, this second shot on 10, well, pretty much everybody be going for it today. Downwind, as long as you get a decent drive away. And it's a nice pin actually with the wind the way it is, because this green all sort of slopes round from right to left. If you can get one just pitching over that front front bunker there, you can get pretty close to this pin today. It's a definite eagle opportunity, as we saw Maliksi make her second eagle on this hole. Those bunkers, the left-hand bunker might come into play a little bit, right-hand bunker shouldn't do, but friendly wind and friendly pin for that wind.
Suman's got a really tricky shot here. She doesn't have a full normal stance ability because of the tree in her way, and equally she will not be able to do a full backswing here, but realistically there's no chance of the green being in play, completely blocked out by the tree, so she just doesn't want to be too greedy here, needs to get it back on the fairway and just get this ball back in play and give her a chance for her third shot.
important to find the short stuff and the fairway here, just for that bit of added control for the third shot.
That's a fabulous shot, really is. Wasn't easy at all.
I rewind to the 10th yesterday for Soo-min Oh, and she did find the fairway, and well, this is your shot of the championship so far, Trish.
Yeah, this was fantastic. So close to the ultimate, the albatross. Absolutely launched it up into the air. Perfect land position, and what, a couple more rolls? That's all it needed, bang on line. Yeah, definitely, I think the shot of the championship so far.
Yeah, tied 4th last year at Hoyana Shores, Yang. Is she going for this one, Hannah Ray?
She's got 200 yards to the pin. I would have thought she'd be attacking this given the breeze. She's only needs to land it, just get it over those bunkers, and it should be able to release. So she's definitely got enough club in the bag to be able to go for it here. But the wind is really gusting, and so it just makes it, again, so tricky to be able to figure out what to do. But I definitely suspect that she's going for the green here.
Yeah, sometimes when it's that gusty at your back as well, I mean, obviously it helps because it makes it shorter, but just to make sure that you don't get too quick on the transition, which can happen sometimes with the wind at your back.
She didn't love it, but it's found the putting surface, so she'll have that speculative effort for an eagle. Maliksi hopefully just to tidy up the par ahead at 11. Well, she hasn't been overly happy with her putting in general this week, and unfortunately flat stick letting her down there.
Absolutely huge drive for Kim. She's only got 170 yards to the pin, so she'll only have a batter. With this wind, it could even be a 9-iron, 8-iron in her hands. No question of whether she'll be going for this one.
It's not too far away from where she was yesterday on 10. Her second shot, of course, plugged into the face of the bunker over there. She did get a drop, got up and down for her birdie. So having found the trees down the right and chipping out to there, Soo-min Oh going to have to make the birdie the old-fashioned way.
Third shot on the 12th hole. Prajnahorn out of position. Got to flick it up over that bunker. Oh, that's a beautifully executed shot, really is. Lucky that it was into the breeze, but how well played.
Absolutely magnificent crowds out there at Royal Wellington, just outside New Zealand's capital city, down on the south tip of North Island. And Soo-min Oh with Yang on the green in 2. Will be feeling the pressure to hit this one close. Well, let's have a little look at the to and fro so far between our top two players. This was Soo-min Oh on the third. She parred the first couple of holes, spun that one back beautifully and would roll that in for the two.
Well, this was our leader on the third hole. This for a birdie to get back to where she started. Now hold it beautifully.
Fourth is a par 5. Yang set up this for birdie, but it just slid by on the left-hand side.
This was a par putt for O after missing the green. Wrapped it in.
Bogeyed the 7th, but this was her birdie putt at 8 for Soo-min Oh, and it was a beauty finding the right-hand side.
Well, this was Yang's second shot, blowing a gale out there at this stage. Hit this back pin, she likes it, well, she should like it. It was perfect.
So a couple of two-shot swings on 8 and 9 going one way, then the other. Ultimately, all added up to both Yang and Oh out in level par 36.
Kim is not having much luck with this bunker. She had another awkward stance, but there was plenty of green to work with, and she's navigated it very well.
12th tee and Rian Maliksi. Really difficult little section of the course here, 12 and 13. And they're playing as the first and third hardest holes today, and missing the fairway isn't going to help Maliksi.
Well, this is a long one to say the very least. However, the position that she's in now, two-shot lead. Obviously, 2 putts is all she's looking for here. That would get her to 14 under. Not easy. There's a couple of ridges here. Can't really see them from the coverage from above there, but certainly about 10 foot short of the flag, there's a big ridge that will send the ball left to right. And she's got a... Well, pace is more important than anything here, because also she's got to deal with the wind. When it gets really gusty, you really do have to sometimes give it a real wallop. Putting, I always think putting is actually one of the hardest things to do when it gets really gusty and windy. Tee to green, not so bad, but this part of the game becomes really very tricky. Okay, not too bad. Not easy to get that close, but she'd like it just a little bit closer.
So Jim Park, a lengthy one for par at 13. That's a nice little bonus. Hiroshi missed the green right, chip to here. So, bogey, birdie, bogey start to the back 9 for Hiroshi as we head back down to the 10th with our final group. And Yang with this for her birdie. Sorry, Soo-min Oh. It's that team kit, it's very confusing.
Good effort. Just thought the wind would do a little bit more, I think, but from from just down the bottom of the ridge. That's not a bad putt. It's going to be a war of attrition, this back nine. It is. Looking at the scores, the back nine is playing way harder.
So she remains on 11 under par. But there is this birdie putt to come for Yang. And it would be back-to-back birdies at 9 and 10, which would be a fantastic response to the drop shot at 8.
Yeah, this would be the first time that she'd have opened up a 3-shot lead. Just a little bit of daylight. Not much in this. Firm and straight. Oh no, just a very just pushy, wasn't it? Just not. No, just didn't look positive enough. Just looked a little bit steery.
So Evian Kim had a nightmare front nine, out in 42 shots, but this for birdie, her first of the day, to get the back nine started in much better fashion. Well done, GB. She'll keep fighting all the way.
Maluxi's second from the right-hand rough at 12. That right-hand bunker could well come into play. Can she pitch it over it? Yep, she can indeed. Just hold on there. Hold on. Oh, it's still going.
Our leader, Yang, 18 inches for her par on 10. No problem. So the winner has been leading or tied leader going into the final round at the last 4 editions of the Women's Amateur Asia Pacific, and 6 out of 7 in total. Yang held the 2-shot lead overnight. And that's how it stands with just 8 holes to play. Mungan Lee putting together a nice round today, 1 under par in difficult conditions to get herself into the top 15. And a bit of a battle for top New Zealander as well, of course, out there. There were 11 of them in the field, 7 made the cut. Dare Chung in pole position for that currently. And there's Elise Barber as well in tied 42nd, just 13 years old, a member here at Royal Wellington. She had the honour of hitting the first tee shot on Thursday morning. What a week for her. What a week it is so far for Yun So Yang, but Su Min Oh nipping at her heels.
11th hole, 126 yards today. Front right-hand pin. Everything would suggest this is very easy. The only snag today is the wind is howling left to right and a little bit helping. So when you're on that tee box, it is pushing that ball straight to the right-hand side. So you've got to start it just inside that left-hand bunker and just let the wind bring it round. It's very accessible, though, this pin today, if you can start it just left.
That's exactly right, Trish. It is definitely strong off the left and helping, so anything that's leaking right is just going to get absolutely taken away. But they don't have much club in their hand. Pitching wedge at best, given how much it's helping. But yeah, anything leaking is going to get punished here with the wind coming strong off the left.
All pars for Yang on this hole this week. It's actually the only hole on the back nine that she hasn't birdied so far. Actually getting better and better as it just about catches the bank behind the hole. There's Gubin's Kimball, you can see just on the front edge as well. She's already played. Plenty of youngsters out here getting inspired.
Yeah, that's a beauty. 3 really good tee shots at the 11th.
So 3 birdie chances for our final threesome here on the 11th. To the difficult 12th. We saw Maliksi miss the green. Reasonable recovery from where she was to here, but still with a lot of work to save her part. Really good putt there from Maliksi to save her part. All the girls in the field this week have lots of ambitions for the future.
My name is Insa Choi and I want to be on the LPGA Tour later in a couple of years.
I'm Gia Kataria and one day I want to play on the LPGA and be able to travel to places like I am this week.
Hi, I'm Rian Maliksi and my dream is to be the world #1 and be the best Filipino golfer.
Hi everyone, my name is Ziyu Fong and I think the biggest goal that I have right now is to learn how to understand people better each day, just as I'm trying to understand my golfer better each day.
Hi, I'm Nisha Ganpai and I wanted to play in the LPGA and then continue the legacies to younger girls.
Hi, my name is Tanana Kochisamani. It's quite a long name. You can call me TK. My goal for golf is to be a gold medalist for the Olympic.
Hi, I'm Sabrina Wong and in the future I hope to be an LPGA professional golfer.
Hi, my name is Faith Bowie and one day I want to be the best in the world.
Some lofty ambitions there and you wouldn't bet against it. And it could all start very, very well if you win this incredible title and the Ray Vardy T-Su-1 Champions Medal, because that is the lineup of tournaments you will get invited to, and my word, what an incredible year it would be. The AIG Women's Open, Chevron Championship and Amundi Evian Championship, 3 majors, Augusta National Women's Amateur, Hana Financial Group Championship in Korea, Women's Australian Open, and the 123rd Women's Amateur, that being played at Muirfield this year. Get the win under your belt here, get into those championships, and that's a very handy start to your career.
Oh, what a year to look forward to that would be. Sensational, incredible, really, to think that the winner is going to have all of that in 1 year. You're lucky to do that in a career. I wonder which one they would say they're looking forward to most of all. Would be an interesting question to ask them.
Which one would you say, Trish?
Well, I said yesterday, didn't I? I think the AIG has become so enormous now, but you know, there's a shout out for Evian. That's one of the most gorgeous places on earth, Lake Geneva. That is some special And then you've got the Chevron, and that's the most prestigious money-wise. So interesting.
Gubing Kim didn't make her birdie putt here. She did get it in for par. But oh, to move one step closer. And it always looked a little shy of pace.
Yeah, you gotta get those sort of opportunities. You've got to give those a go. Get them to the hole. You've got a 2-shot deficit. Could well be 3 shots in a minute. But I mean, you don't want to push it too much. But you know, there are times when you really do have to press the button, if you like.
All 3 of these girls are Korean teammates, of course. Hana Ray has a lot on the line this afternoon. Has there been much chat between them?
There has not been much chat at all, and these putts and the greens, they were hard enough to read on the other days, but when you've got the wind fighting against the normal break, they just become that bit trickier to read.
And that's a huge putt for Yun So Yang, opening up a 3-shot lead. Oh, let her off the hook with her birdie miss, and Yang has not missed the opportunity. Now Hiroshi, who's tied 3rd at 7 under, and with that birdie putt, Yang hold just there. The 3 ladies in tied 3rd, including Hiroshi, who's blasted that past Jazzy Roberts and Rhian Maliksi as well. Now 7 shots back of the lead, and well, with only 7 holes to go, it's looking increasingly like it will be one of Yun So Yang or Soo Min Oh lifting the trophy. Kim's not hanging around. She's run to the 12th tee. A little bit of a role reversal of what happened yesterday.
Yes. Anything you can do, I can do quicker.
Yeah, yesterday, while Kim was taking her drop and getting the ruling on 10, Yun So Yang actually and Rhian Maliksi went off and hit off the 11th tee before Kim had finished on 10.
Yeah, 12 was a tough driving hole. It's quite a particularly narrow fairway, and the further you hit it out, perfect down the left-hand side, as the green is sort of aligned at a 45-degree angle to the fairway, so it gives you such a better angle coming into the flag. The flag today is 28.4 from the right-hand side, so that right-hand bunker definitely comes into play today. Not much behind it either, and you don't want to go long because that's not fun back there. I think 4 is a very good score here today.
And there's the proof of that, just the 2 birdies, averaging 4.85, toughest hole on the course. Good chance for Yang to just put the foot down here and remove any doubt.
Yeah, you feel 12, 13, 14. 14's that really short par 4 that'll be playing downwind, but this one's a tough one. Par here. Yeah, you feel like she's got all the shots, this girl. She's got a lot of power, but she's got the knockdown shots as well, and you could see the ball flight is great, really is. She gets that extra release as well. Perfect, absolutely perfect there.
Interestingly, this hole is normally one where you turn around the corner from the 11th green and you really feel the wind coming into you, but today, even with the wind up, it's not feeling like that at all, so they'll probably be feeling a little bit more confident on this tee shot than they have in previous days.
Despite it being one of the toughest 2 or 3 holes on the course through the week, Soo Min Oh's played it in 2 under par. We're hoping to draw on that here because she needs to close the gap to her compatriot. And she safely finds the right edge of the fairway, not the optimum angle into the green.
Well, after she really gave it a run, Hiroshi, sorry, her par putt. Oh, now she's got a little tester left for bogey. Just to give you an idea of how hard it's playing out there today, there have been 50 double bogeys today. That is extraordinary.
Jazzy Roberts for birdie at 15. She's got the best round on the go out there, 3 under. That's got her up into a tie for third as well. Very impressive from the Australian. Lau into 13 with a fairway metal.
That's a tough pin, that one today. Really is.
Yujia Liao, third at 14, which is the drivable par 4 today. But if you just chip it in like that, it doesn't matter, you've still got your birdie.
Well, Maliksi from the left-hand side, good angle going into this flag. Just start it right of the tower. And let it drift back to the flag. That looked good. Yeah, that's a really good shot. Get down. Sit down. Very well played indeed. Getting better every second.
Brilliant stuff. We saw her in that ambitions piece a little earlier, lofty ambitions from a lot of the field, and you can understand why. 4 former competitors in this event have gone on to win major championships already. Yuka Saso, Patti Tavatanakit, Ayaka Furue and Grace Kim. 11 winners on the LET and LPGA Tour as well have come through this. Well, there's lots of great extra content from the Women's Amateur Asia Pacific available on all of our social media channels. Head along and get involved. Kim second at 12. Just stepping off a bit with that big gust. You could see it really kick up in her face.
Yeah, the wind has really picked up now. Just as I said we turned the corner and it wasn't up, of course, the classic gales here with it swirling have done exactly that. Change of club. Really need to balance getting it all the way up to the back of the screen, but also actually be able to get it to stop so you're not going long.
You see on the right hand side confirmation of the wind, 35 to 42 miles per hour, but those gusts are stronger than that when they come. Get down.
Yeah, it's a bit of a struggle out there when those gusts of wind come up. Really just knock you off your feet. There seems to be one player at the moment that just seems to be a little bit in a class of her own, and that's our leader.
Suman has 148 yards here, but it's a really tricky visual shot because she's got to navigate the signage boards and the bunker to be able to carry it directly to the pin.
Opens the door a little bit for Yun So Yang, the leader, if she can find the heart of the putting surface. "140 yards left for our leader. Chat with her caddy. Lots of the caddies this week among the 353 volunteers helping to get this championship on and run without a hitch from, I think that might have been Sumin's dad that was just a little bit getting into Yun So's eye line up ahead. There he is. Off you go. Love those shades. Optimistic on a day like today.
To say the least. Oh, Dad, just stop. Just. Oh, here we go. Can she hit another perler of an iron shot? It's going to need to, because this is not easy. This swirling wind to this back pin. Anywhere on this green is a good shot today.
Asking for it to stop. Oh. That could spell trouble for the leader. This is the 13th green. And it will be, we think, Melixi to go for her birdie first. Yep, the ball's going down. A couple over par for her day, but still in tied third. A couple of top five finishes in this championship previously. This is her record-setting 6th appearance. Will just be a par. Tee shot on its way at the drivable 14th from Su Min Hong. And it's a beauty. You can see it's absolutely humming downwind. Fancy it won't be a driver for all the players in the field. Kim's ball shot through and over the back of the green on 12.
It wasn't easy. Straight downwind.
Hannah Ray, where did Yun So Yang's ball end up?
Yeah, it's well over the back of the green, and the trickiest thing about this one is it's really sitting quite far down with the grain of the grass going a little bit against her, which is not what you need when you've got such little green to work with and an upslope into the fringe. But she can use that to her advantage, but it will release when it hits the green.
Just going to bump it into the bank, I think. That looks like the shot. Just there. Has she hit it hard enough? No, she hasn't. Well, she was in the perfect position, in the middle of the fairway. You've got to figure out if you're going to miss the green, where you're going to miss them.
Sojin Park for par at 13. Oh, well done. How does Sumin Oh respond to that chip from Yang? Far easier proposition, this one. So every chance of another little swing on the leaderboard here.
The tee at 14. Hiroshi. I'm not sure if she'll need driver. If she does, she needs to hit it nice and high. That needs to get down, get down. I'm surprised we've not had more eagles here. Got to think one of the last few groups is going to make eagle.
It'll be Kim to play next, still not on the green. And we're hearing she used a rangefinder for this, so she should know the distance pretty accurately. Nicely played, but it will be another shot slipping away. It won't feel like it in the moment for Gyubin and Kim, but this is her debut for the tournament, and this is all a valuable learning experience, Trish.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, she probably has no idea how she would feel until this is actually upon her, and the next time she's in the same position, as we see Yang now for her par. Nope. Yeah, the next time you're in the same position and you have the same sort of nervous feelings, you know how to react, you know what you need to do. There's no substitute, I'm afraid.
Bogey for the leader. She goes back to -13. Oh, it was a really bad tee shot for Jazzy Roberts on 16, so she's got this roller coaster for par. So at least one shot will go there for her. Oh, just to tidy up for her part on the extremely difficult 12th. So the blemish from Yang, the par from O, and the lead back to 2 under. Plenty of Korean flags on the first page there, 4 of them, but plenty of others as well. 25 nations represented, that's the most ever in this tournament. With the addition of Fiji and Mongolia this year, now 32 countries in total have had players tee it up in the Women's Amateur Asia Pacific. See Janeth Wong there tied 15th on her title defence. And the leaders have reached the 13th, another really difficult par 4.
That's perfect. Yeah, it's a dogleg par 4, this 13th hole. You just got to avoid that bunker up the right-hand side, which is round about the landing area at the moment, so that's the tricky bit. Just to the left-hand side of it, well, that will be perfect.
Yeah, it's one of these golf courses that I was talking to Scott McPherson, one of the designers who did the redesign, and they really wanted to deliberately make it so that it truly rewards the golfer who plays the right strategies around here, not just the best ball striker. And we're certainly seeing that today when we add in the mixed dimension of the wind.
Yeah, that tee shot heading down the right-hand side. There have only been 4 birdies on this hole, 7 double bogeys or worse, 15 bogeys. So Su Min Oh ate away a shot at the previous hole to cut it to 2, and it's slight advantage for Oh off the tee over Yang here at the 13th. It's not just elite golfers we've got out there today. Hannah Ray's been able to catch up with legend of rugby union, a wonderful fly half World Cup winning player, Dan Carter.
Dan, we're here at the Royal Wellington Golf Club. I understand that you have a bit of a connection to this golf course.
I do, yeah. My wife used to live next to the golf course, so I played here a couple of occasions, so it's great to be here and supporting, you know, the Women's Amateur Asia Pacific tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. And so tell me a little bit about your role with ISPS HANDA and what brings you to the event today.
Yeah, ISPS HANDA is a fantastic organisation that uses the power of sport to give back, founded by Dr. HANDA, who's a very special individual and loves his golf and supports a lot of different golf tournaments. So he's got a range of ambassadors like myself that help come to events like this and promote the power of sport.
Yeah, awesome. You won't believe it, but I had the pleasure of caddying for Dr. HANDA at the New Zealand Open one year, so that was certainly a fantastic experience. Have you played any golf with him or got out on the course?
I have played with Dr. HANDA. He's a very special human, but one of the most sort of kindest, caring, and you know, uses sport as a platform to give back. He does so much in the world of sport, and in particular golf. So obviously here for this tournament, but you know, the work that he's done around you know, blind golf in particular is world leading.
Yeah, absolutely. And how's your own golf? Have you been getting out much and playing?
Oh my God. 4 children put a big halt onto my golf game. Didn't play for 10 years, but my 2 eldest are 10 and 12, and they've got into golf. They said, "Dad, can we go to the driving range?" I've been waiting 10 years for this moment. Finally got down to single figures. Played a lot of golf last year, but basically now I'm a single figure golfer. I'm basically a charity and just giving donations to anyone that I play with, because I'm very rarely playing to my handicap.
Well, thank you so much for your time. We'll see you out on the golf course.
Thank you. Looking forward to it.
Wonderful to have the support of such renowned sports stars here this week for the championship, and players like Hiroshi putting for eagle. Well, this is the bogey putt for Jazzy Roberts on 16, the last of the par 3s. Oh, well done.
Yeah, the second shot down to a green that has no bunkers guarding it whatsoever.
I thought Kim was going to completely cut you off then, and then she stepped off of the
It's
shot.
outrageous. Does she not know what? Did she not listen? Come on.
I think she wanted to hear the end of what you were going to say, so she'd have known what to do. She's changed clubs.
I'm glad she went, because I haven't got a clue what I was going to say. Yeah, this is not an easy shot. You can see the gusts of wind, the debris that's coming at her. Got to keep this down below the level of the wind. Does she like that one? Was that a little bit right again? Oh my word. She's having real trouble clubbing at the moment.
It's like you said earlier, you can't just hit your stock shots, your stock yardages.
$140 yards here for Yang. The challenge is she just has to keep it low under these trees, or could hit a higher cut shot. Hybrid. Going for the low option, but it's managed to clip those trees I was talking about, so she's left herself a bit left on the third shot.
Yeah, this is one of the toughest greens. You just saw the undulations, so many different ridges to get anywhere near this flag. I think really and truly 12 and 13 are just two of those holes. Yeah, that doesn't look great, but I tell you what, it's okay. There are a couple of greens that you just need to hit, because when you go past like we have, like Kim has, getting up and down from those positions is almost impossible.
Maliksi. Tee shot on its way at the short par 4 14th. Well, that was interesting. Looked like it just hit the very front edge of that bunker. So how that's gone in there and how it will be lying as a result will be very interesting. Sojin Park on 16.
Well, it's an interesting way to play it. I'm not sure it was how she meant it, but it's done okay. Pitching it over there is unusual. There's some tough pins out there today, especially with the wind the way it is.
And from one Sojin Park to the other. Yeah, she went for 3-wood here on 14. It was certainly enough. So our leader had trees to contend with on her second shot. This is where her little punch shot sort of bumbled out to, having clipped some of those overhanging branches. So needs to get up and down, and has that big ridge to fly it over at the front of the green.
Yeah, it's pretty good from there. Could have played it a couple of different ways. Took the first slope out of the equation.
Leo in the bunker at the par 3 16th.
Yeah, beautifully played. I think she was trying to hold that. It doesn't look very happy with the result, but not easy.
We saw Park's tee shot find this bunker at 14. It was just the 3-wood. Didn't get the control she was looking for on that one from the sand. Hannah Ray, looks like Kim's in a fair bit of bother.
Yeah, she's definitely got an unplayable ball here, so she's just measuring out what will be her 2 club lengths relief shortly, and hopefully then she'll be able to have a swing, because right now There is no getting the club face on that ball.
Yeah, these are the things that you've got to learn. You can see from her second shot, well, it's pitched over the back of the green. And as I say, sometimes you just got to take your medicine and just, you might not want the 30-foot putt, but on certain holes out here, that's the way to play it. Make sure that you are short of this flag, because there's no future anywhere past it at all.
Well, while this is happening, a bit of ready golf up on the green. Nice to see R&A encouraging it this week to keep pace of play up. So Su Min Oh will have a dig at her long birdie putt.
Oh, plenty of work left in that one as well.
Just so difficult to lag it stone dead in these conditions.
Now Maliksi, hopefully with a decent lie in the bunker. No, I don't think she did. I think she had a buried lie. Just trying to... Well, she knew she was going to get plenty of release, but just couldn't quite judge it. Now SJ Park. 16th hole, birdie putt. Up the hill. Oh, looked good for a while.
Oh, that's great work from the cameraman, right in the trees to give us the down the line view of this. So still not on the putting surface. Yu Bin Kim. Someone go and give that cameraman a hand out of that bush.
Yeah, that's above and beyond, isn't it? Hiroshi, third shot to the 15th, out of that bunker. That didn't look too nice either. Looked pretty buried. Just hang on there. These bunkers are causing all sorts of problems today.
So fifth shot after the drop. Oh, and it just goes from bad to worse, unfortunately, for Yu Bin Kim.
It's extraordinary, isn't it? She had a putt on 18 last night to take a one-shot lead. You just can't believe the way that golf can go sometimes, and it's not fun. It's not fun for her. It's not fun watching someone struggle like this, but there will be a learning process here, and she will come through it. And there's no question, everybody's been through it. Everybody, doesn't matter how good you are, you go through these days when it just all falls to pieces. But the next time this happens, you'll have something to fall back on.
She's only 16, it's her debut, it's all a learning experience. But when she looks back and reflects, there's far, far more good that she's done and that has happened this week that she will take moving forward than what has been a pretty painful final round.
And that's the key, isn't it? Taking the positives, which is all very difficult for golfers to do. But double bogey putt. This one's pretty straight. It doesn't break an awful lot from left to right. We've already seen it. She thought it did.
Malixi's birdie putt at 14. This would give her a solo third spot. Settle. Back to the 13th.
It's a cruel pin position, this one. It really is. I looked at the weather today and thought, well, how can we put that on on a bit of a downslope right at the back. It's a harsh one. Big putt, this one. Really is. Could get her within one.
Those are two fantastic pars at 12 and 13, two of the most difficult holes on the course, and well, they'll feel like birdies today. That's at least half a shot picked up on the field, probably more.
And that just puts more pressure on this putt as well.
This to avoid back-to-back drop shots for Yun So Yang. Great response. It was a beautiful roll, never going anywhere else. Fourth shot for Hiroshi on 15.
At last, we've seen someone chip in. I think that's the first time we've seen anybody chip in this week. Well, that is a great four, it really is. Was buried in that bunker. Had very little chance of getting close to the flag. Left herself down in that little gully. And she is chuffed to bits. Quite rightly.
Absolutely brilliant from the 15-year-old.
What a great hole this is. The R&A put the tee forward, and they put it forward again today, 259, which might actually make it a tad harder than yesterday, because downwind, it's probably not driver for most of these players. It's right in between the driver and the 3-wood, but it's a great eagle opportunity if you can just miss that left-hand bunker. The pin today is just on the front right-hand side, 8 on, 5 from the right.
You can see the different yardages that it's played, 315 and 302 the first couple of rounds, and a couple of the bigger hitters in the field did have a go at it, but most commonly players were laying up short of the bunker in the middle of the fairway, up to 277 yesterday, 259 today. Very much on for every player in the field, and I think certainly from Owen Yang it might just be a 3-wood. This little bit of the golf course here, 1415, runs along the Hutt River. I'm hearing Kim has played and is on the green, Hannah Ray.
That's right, she's the one moving fast in this group today, but yeah, she's hit a great shot and she is bang centre in the middle of the green. Will be quite a long downhill putt, but certainly the others will be wanting to replicate getting on the dance floor. Players were definitely treating this like a party hole. I remember during the practice round they had their music going and they were very much enjoying themselves, so they'll be looking to repeat that excitement, I think.
Just the 3-wood. Oh, that's a huge bounce. Oh no, what a moment. Is that the tournament right there?
Yeah, I think that's gone out of bounds. She's gone through the fence running down the left of the 14th there, and she could be in a lot of trouble here. I think that's out of bounds. We'll confirm as soon as we can.
It certainly looked that way to us. So Yang with a huge opportunity. It was a massive opportunity, and Yang looks to have grabbed it. That's as good as we've seen off of the tee on 14 from Yang. She's got a chance for eagle, the leader. Sumino's making her way off the tee, having not hit a provisional. Let's take a closer look at where this one finishes. Huge first bounce, having pulled it a bit left of the green. Well, that is going in there with some pace. Doesn't look like it pops out. That is definitely out of bounds. Is that right, Hannah Ray?
Yeah, that's right. Definitely out of bounds, this boundary fence down the left. But it looks like she unfortunately doesn't know that yet, or is soon about to be told. As you said, didn't play a provisional, but I suspect she unfortunately thinks it's probably okay, particularly given the lesser club that she hit. But yeah, it's got a nasty kick, and as you've seen, and unfortunately she'll be reloading.
Yeah, we can see it looks like that news is just being broken to her, but she continues to be walking towards the green, not the tee.
Yeah, I don't think she believes it, to be honest. I think at the moment she's incredulous that that could be out of bounds, but if she'd seen what we had seen in the first bounce, and it's so firm down there, she pulled it tremendously as well, so it had so much speed on it. I'm amazed that someone hasn't managed to tell her, though, and there's an official there. Well, he's going to have to take her back to the tee because I don't know, something's got lost in translation here, but that
I'm very surprised she didn't hit a provisional, even just with the slightest chance that that one had gone out of bounds. We'll head back to that. For now, we'll see Hiroshi on 16.
back pin here on 16 today. Very difficult to get near, but that's an absolutely superb shot. It really is. We've hardly seen anyone close to this flag.
Maliksi is at 15, and these are the type of shots she excels at. A little bit of the commentator's curse there.
A tiny bit, yeah. Trouble, when the divot came up, I thought you're in trouble there.
So O has been told, she does believe them, and she's heading back to the tee. So she'll be playing 3 off the tee. I mean, best case scenario is she finds the green, 2 putts. More than likely she'll drop a shot at least here. And let's not forget Yunso Yang has hit one of the shots of the day and looks to have maybe 15 feet or so for eagle.
Yeah, massive swing likely on this hole. It was always going to be. I mean, it's great, isn't it? We knew this was going to be a pivotal hole coming in. It certainly is. Now, Sejong Park, second shot on 15. At 4 under par. Do you know what? Oh, that is so unlucky. That really is. Yeah, you're right. All over the flag. One just catches it. God, actually, that is really unlucky to get that spin from hitting its second bounce, especially downwind.
So it looks like Sumino has made her way back to the 14th tee. Must have all kinds of things going through her mind right now. 2 shots behind Yang and having to play 3 off the tee. Directing a bit of traffic there. to refocus. Put what's just happened out of your mind if you can. Concentrate on this shot, on this alone. It's a cracker, and as every handicap golfer around the world knows, the 3 off the tee always goes where you want it to.
Yeah, just gets the club just a little bit behind her on the downswing and just flips it, unfortunately, and it just got the most enormous first bounce. As soon as it took the first bounce, you knew it was in trouble, I'm afraid, because it just got flatter and flatter after each bounce. We could see that was OB. Unfortunately, she couldn't.
Ariana Lau with a third shot from the sand here at 15. And a bit of a nightmare finish to the front 9, double bogey on 8 and 9, but she's birdie 10, all pars since then, so handy little recovery. Sits in tied 6th. Batting from off the green for par, Prashnahorn. So a drop shot for her there.
Kim's tee shot, eagle putt, left to right, down the hill. Tough to judge this one, lots of break. Has she got the pace? No, not really.
Well, we saw the stunning shot in from Hiroshi at 16. Deserves the birdie. Doesn't get it though. Grown into the week with rounds of 71, 70, 69, getting one shot better each day. That par will keep her at 1 under, and anything under par really, really good in today's conditions.
Yeah, this is a slippery little putt with the wind making it a lot worse from the right to left than it would be normally, but the winds really could take this given it's a bit of a slippery one down the hill, so she's really going to want to concentrate on her pace here to really capitalise on this one.
Interesting that she's going before Su Min Oh, who's further away. I know we're playing ready golf, but given the position of the tournament...
Yeah, very strange indeed. Don't think I would want her to go if I was Su Min Oh. Especially she's hold it. Wow, that's it right there.
Is exactly why, Trish, that could be the tournament. A sensational eagle from Yun So Yang opens up a 4-shot lead. And of course, that's a 4-shot lead from Su Min Oh, who has got a very, very long putt for par, having hit her tee shot out of bounds. Just another look at the putt that could seal it.
Well, it was a stunning tee shot. Maybe got a little bit lucky. I've got a funny feeling it actually came off that left-hand bunker at a bit of right angles, but nonetheless, amazing eagle putt. And we see Oh, who has got some distance to cover here for her par. And she hasn't read that one well at all. Well, we did think this hole would be the one that could, well, basically give the championship to one player or another. And it looks that way.
Snowshoe Park just chipping over the sprinklers for her third at 15. Wind certainly picking up. Wow, look at that. We've seen plenty of leaves flying across the fairways and greens so far. Full-on branches rolling along there. This is a bogey putt for O.
I'm flabbergasted at the fact that that she let Yang go first. It makes no sense to me, that whatsoever. I know we're playing ready golf, but not when you're playing for the championship down the stretch.
So to just drop a single shot. It will be a double bogey, and in combination with Yang's eagle, that is a 4-shot swing, and all of a sudden Yunso Yang, leader after round 1, leader after round 2, leader after round 3, now has the healthiest advantage she's had at any point this tournament. 6 shots clear with 4 holes to play. And it looks like Yunso Yang has, well, 1 hand and 4 fingers on the trophy here at the Women's Amateur Asia Pacific 2026. The Drivable 14th proving absolutely pivotal. Can Su Min-oh find anything after that heart-wrenching double bogey? It's continued to go from bad to worse for Gyubin Kim, who started the day and tied second. 9 over par. Well, they're certainly not hanging around, and Yang off the back of that eagles up on the 15th tee already.
.422 yards today. Slight dogleg left, bunker to avoid up that left-hand side, and then further left of it, well, you don't want to go anywhere near that sort of stuff because that's all sort of trouble. 234 to carry that left-hand bunker, which should be doable. And when you get up there, you've got a bunker either side of the green. It's a pear-shaped green. And the pin today all the way up the right hand side at the back, so that right hand bunker comes into play for the second shot.
Liao for par at 17. It's some fight back, this, because she was a long way over par early on.
The wind is swirling again as we're in the striking views of the valley. It's really picking up now. It's more consistent than it's been throughout the afternoon now, the wind.
So Su Min-oh finds the fairway, but it's a long way back for her now. 6 shots off the lead. It's been a dramatic final round here at the Women's Amateur Asia Pacific, but we've seen some really good stuff in testing conditions, Trish.
Yeah, we certainly have, and this was Maliksi at the back of the 10th green for eagle, just after making double at the previous hole as well. Fantastic comeback there.
Hiroshi's made her way up the leaderboard today, the 15-year-old. And that was a brilliant chip in for birdie at the 6th.
This was O's tee shot out the 3rd hole, just the 114 yards, but it was blowing. Not easy to get close, but she had no problems whatsoever and would roll that in for birdie.
She would bogey the 7th. But this for birdie, and it was a second 2 of the day for O at the 8th.
But this was the downfall. Tee shot with the 3-wood, or the 3 metal, pulled it, and it got the biggest of bounces, and unfortunately that would be out of bounds.
That led to a double bogey for her. This was our overnight leader, Yun-So Yang. She bogeyed the first, but got it back here at the third.
And this was shot of the day so far. Yang's second shot, blowing a gale at this stage. Pin all the way at the back, no one getting anywhere near this flag. She flighted the ball down perfectly and would knock that in for birdie.
She parred the gettable par 5 10th, but didn't let this opportunity go by on 11, finding the heart of the hole for a birdie.
And then after the perfect tee shot at the 14th, this for eagle, and she holed that too. Putting has really turned around today, holing everything just when required.
And that could have just been the knockout punch for the rest of the field. 6 shots. There's an awful lot to overcome with just 4 holes to go. But in these difficult conditions, they are 4 holes that will need to be navigated. First job done here, finding the fairway on 15.
Yang with 117 yards here to the pin, so just a wedge in hand with the wind. Downwind, crowd circling in behind her now to watch her try and get up to this back pin. It's going to be a bit of a nervy one. There's not a lot of green to work with, but only a wedge in hand.
Fairways and greens, that's all she needs to do. Looks like it's just started to rain, Hannah Ray.
Yeah, it has started drizzling. Nothing too dramatic at this stage, just a few drops. It's light enough not to be too threatening at this stage, but definitely could get a little bit wet in the last few holes.
Sumino's just got to fire at everything now. Oh, and that's a horrible bounce. And when your luck's out, your luck's out, resting up against the fringe of rough there. Forward to Maliksi on 16.
This tough back pin position here. Oh, she's hit a beauty, yeah. Whoa. Well, we saw a great shot the hole before by the Japanese player Hiroshi, but that is, well, that's a tap-in birdie. Look at this. It don't come a lot better than that. Well, got to pitch it over that front left-hand bunker, sorry. And she's got it to come down softly as well. What a shot.
Here is Hiroshi at 17. That's another lovely approach shot. Great learning experience for all of the players here in Championship Week, but a few of them also enjoyed a fantastic experience at the WAP Academy.
The Women's Amateur Asia Pacific Academy aims to invite players from developing countries to uplift their skills and abilities to better compete during Championship Week.
The Academy has helped my game a lot already for the past 2 days that I've been here. I've learned a lot about my short game, my long game, the mental side of golf, and also like the physio and how to maintain your body so you can continue and play at your highest level. to have these professionals going deeper into the game and knowing more about it has just been amazing. A few parts of my game that I've been wanting to work on would definitely be my short game. It's always been my weakness, but I'm pretty sure I've taken a bit from what I've learned here, and hopefully I can take it back with me and better my game entirely.
In the academies, we bring together coaching staff with a bit of a range of backgrounds, but they're all golf industry professionals. And they're people that the young players, particularly from the developing nations, would never have had a chance in their life to come across. There's some very good players, and some very strong players. So I think that they might just hold their own and maybe surprise a few other people in the tournament.
Well, Yun So Yang has 1 hand and 4 fingers on that beautiful trophy, and that means she also has 1 foot and 4 toes in these incredible events this year. 3 majors for the winner: AIG Women's Open at Royal Lytham and St Anne's, the Chevron Championship, Amundi Evian Championship, Augusta National Women's Amateur, a couple of professional events in Korea and Japan, and the Amateur Championship as well. This is Soo Min Oh trying to get up and down at 15. Oh my word, she needed something good to happen, and she is millimetres away from it there.
I can't actually believe that. I think when she hit it, I thought maybe that's come off a bit swift, but how has that not gone in? It's not caught any of the flag itself. It's gone all the way around. Oh my word, 360, you've got to be kidding me.
It looked like a good 2/3 of the ball below the level of the cup as well. The wind absolutely humming now. Raindrops on the lens as well of the camera. But Yun So Yang doesn't care. This for birdie at 15 to make it a 7-shot lead.
Pretty good from that distance, not bad. As you said, it is humming out there, and it makes putting so incredibly difficult.
Elixir to pay off that sensational tee shot at 16. Yeah, that hauls her alongside Yurina Hiroshi at 7 under. Speaking of, the Japanese starlet has that break away again. Yang getting ready to hole out on 15, and Oh is already up on the 16th, the par 3. So another hole ticked off with a par for Yun So Yang.
(16) today, 165 yards. It's a slightly uphill par 3. It's an extremely long green, guarded by a bunker on the left-hand side, which really does come into play today because the pin is directly behind it. The only way you can get anywhere near it is to pitch it straight over that bunker, exactly as Maliksi did. And yeah, it's not an easy hole today. I think 3 is a good number on this hole, especially when you're our leader and she has got a 6-shot lead. Middle of the green will do.
You can see Jazzy Roberts in with an excellent 70. So her work is done for the week, finishes on 6 under par. 5th place on her own right now.
Yeah, I was impressed with her this week. I thought she played a really sensible, you know, she's not flamboyant, but she's got a lot of game. And she plays quickly as well, love it.
Yes, back-to-back top 5s in the Women's Amateur Asia Pacific now for the Australian. Hannah Ray, what's the wind doing for them down there on 16?
Yeah, we're in a bit of a lull with the wind actually. It's quite interesting. Again, probably playing havoc with their minds once again, taking multiple looks through their rangefinders at how far it's playing, as well as taking multiple clubs up to the tee to have a look. Really tough for them. You can see them taking their jackets on and off, but these conditions just come up. You can actually feel it now again, the wind picking up as they're getting ready to hit their shots.
It's a hole that's fitted Yun So Yang's eye so far this week with the 2 birdies.
Anywhere on the green will do. Oh, is that going to come back a little bit? Yes, it is. That's a good shot. Really good shot. Oh, it's getting closer, but it's better than that. Stunningly good shot now.
Massive gust of wind just coming out now after seeing Yang's shot. Suman's really probably trying to think about this, given how close that was to popping over the back of the backstop bank, but she hasn't changed, so she's committing to this, but we can really feel it strong downwind now.
Yeah, just waiting for the wind to get to what she wants it to be. So that'll be a long birdie putt for O. It's all looking very, very good for Yun So Yang. So Evian, Kim, her struggles have continued out there, but she could make everything feel a lot better if this one goes close. And that about sums it up, unfortunately. That'll be a devilishly difficult bunker shot downwind as well out of that sand trap. Rihanna allow 4 over for her round today. Still tied 7th though. Testament to just how difficult these scoring conditions have been.
Well, that would have looked awfully good in the air. It's pretty horrid now. That's going to be such a difficult up and down, but she was very aggressive. It's almost impossible to get near this flag.
Marianne Maliksi should want to break out of that tie with Hiroshi in 3rd.
Tough to get it any closer.
Well, it's been an absolutely brilliant championship. It's been played on a wonderful canvas here at Royal Wellington. Players have loved it all week. And we can hear from the general manager now.
My name is Dylan Lindstrom and I'm the General Manager here at the Royal Wellington Golf Club. The club was founded originally on a site in Miramar out by the Wellington airport, and then in 1906 it moved up here to Heratonga, and then it's just evolved over the years from there. Being awarded royal status was really huge for our golf club, and it really symbolises the relationships that we have with the R&A. Women's golf's been critical right from the start. Women have been members of the golf club. They were founders of the golf club right from the very beginning. So it's never been a change for us to have to accommodate women. It is really who we are. Hosting the Women's Amateur Asia Pacific is really exciting for the club for a couple of reasons, and one of them is we had a redevelopment of the golf course. Part of the brief was to have a golf course that was friendly for members to be able to play, but it was one that we could also host championships on. Having the Women's Amateur Asia Pacific Championship really is just the perfect fit for Royal Wellington Golf Club.
Great to hear a little bit about the history of the golf club here as we go back down to 16. Hannah Ray, your mum's got a bit of history here, hasn't she?
She sure does. She actually went to school not too far from here, and she was a member of the local pony club, so her horse grazed right next to the golf club, and one day it managed to escape from the pony club and trampled many of the greens here at Royal Wellington back in the 70s. So you can imagine the GM and superintendent at that time were not best impressed.
I feel like your mum's horse deserves a bit of credit for some redesigning of the greens. O's birdie putt on its way, and it will pull up significantly short.
I just think we have to say a huge well done and congratulations to the green staff here at Royal Wellington. It's been an absolute pleasure to watch these girls play this golf course. It's in such good condition. I was actually lucky enough to meet Dylan 3 years ago. He got myself and my brother on the golf course with John Wright, I do believe, was the captain at the time. And also, I'll remember her name, Marina, that's her name. Thank you very much for a wonderful day. It really is a very special golf course, I have to say, and very special members.
And it's looking increasingly likely that this lady will go down in the rich history of Royal Wellington Golf Club. And it's turning into a procession for Yun So Yang. And with a 7-shot lead with just a couple of holes to go, we can pretty safely say she will be the first player to have held the lead on her own after every round in a Women's Amateur Asia Pacific and go on to win it. Of course, already has the record for the 36-hole scoring average, starting the week with rounds of 64 and 67. It was difficult for her yesterday early on. She was 3 over after 7, but she recovered really, really well. She had the lead coming into today and she has only built on it, and that 3 under par, well, that is the best score out there. So she's gone and won it. Zooming out for her par here on 16. So she stays at 9 under.
'17, short par 4, just playing 344 yards today, but I tell you what, it's a tough driving hole. It's played through a chute of trees, and I tell you what, it's very claustrophobic, that tee shot, and it's a tough negotiation. Left centre here is ideal, avoiding that right-hand bunker, which is right in the wheelhouse of these players at 260 odd. Extremely long green. It's a bit of a pear-shaped green as well. And the bunker will go, that bunker on the right hand side pretty much goes all the way up. And if you're on the right hand side coming in, you're going to have to hit it straight over that bunker today.
Well, Galaxy putting up a tear for her birdie at 17. Back into the wind as well. It took a real bash just to get it up there. Well, it's the first time we've gone down to a tee with this final group, and they haven't been ready to play straight away for a little while.
I think that might be just because they're waiting, or not. No, maybe not. It's very impressive, isn't it? The weather today not been easy in any shape or form. To be leading going into this last round and be 3 under par with a couple of holes to play, you have to take your hat off and say she, as you said, Kit, she is, well, she's not won it yet, but I'd be absolutely amazed if she doesn't hold the trophy in about an hour's time.
4 2s on her card today as well. The Eagle at 14, and she's birdied 3 of the 4 par 3s.
Just playing for position here, just the 3 metal. The swing hasn't changed. The rhythm of a swing all day long has been magnificent. Very impressive indeed.
Brolly back up, back on with the waterproofs. Here it's the driver for Su Min Oh, and it's looking like it will be second place in this great championship 2 years in a row for the world amateur number 11. Leaked that one down the right, and it just popped down out of the tree to the right hand side of our picture there, just as we were cutting away.
Park's birdie putt up the hill at 17. Slow putt, and give this plenty, which she has done. Just hit it straight through the break.
First look at the final hole today. This is Bryn Prashnahorn with her 3rd shot on its way to the par 5. Largest green on the course by quite a margin as well, this 18th, and that pin all the way back there. It is going to be tough to force shots all the way back to it. Well, Lau's not been having much fun here on the 17th. This for her bogey. So it's a double that drops her outside of the top 10. Su Min Hong now eyeing up her 3rd shot into 18. Tied 7th at 3 under par. She was 3rd last year in her debut, so it's another good showing for her at the premier women's amateur event in the Asia Pacific region. Our leader Yang can really enjoy the stroll, and what an impressive final round it's been to this point in the wind.
This was a birdie putt at the third hole. Dropped a shot early on, but that one will see her back to 13 under.
She bogeyed 8, but responded in magnificent fashion. This one of the shots of the day, flighted into the incredibly difficult 9th. And she'd roll that one in to turn in level par.
Yeah, she started to turn the screw. This was her birdie putt at 11. The putter all of a sudden working beautifully.
This was the moment though, with Sue Minnow in massive trouble. Bang! Eagle on the short par 4, 14th.
A beautiful tee shot at 16. Not easy today with the pin in that back left pin position. But she flew it all the way at the back, and would it stay up there? No, no, it came back and it was getting closer by the second. And that would be her 4th 2 of the round.
And she's 3 under par on a day when only 3 other players in the field are under par. And that's all enough to give her a 7-shot lead with 1.5 holes to go. And not just history for her on the line today, it would be history for her proud golfing nation as well. She would become the first ever Korean winner of this title. And what she left herself here, Hannah Ray.
She's got 130 yards to the pin, and again, it's probably seeing the toughest conditions we've seen out there today now, with the rain coming in as well as the wind, and a pin that you just can't see the bottom of this flagstick, so you've really just got to commit.
That's a brilliant shot. Unlucky, but again, just such a strong ball flight into the breeze. Different class to most of the other players today. She's just had that, yeah, as I say, different class.
Sumino just found the right rough with the tee shot. Not the optimum angle with that big bunker coming into her eye line. This championship has gone for Sue Minnow now, let's be real. And a couple of shots ahead of tied third, Hiroshi and Maliksi. Gubi and Kim not hanging about. Yeah, I was saying, as Kim goes through the back, O's got work to do here just to sort of seal second spot on her own, really. Well, bad news for Hiroshi, one of those that O is looking to stay ahead of, as this is her 5th shot on the closer. So a good 8 feet to salvage just a bogey for her. Been some brilliant highlights, some great interactions with the players and interviews as well behind the scenes all week. If you want to catch up on some of that once this championship finishes, head over to the social media channels. So we'll head back up to the 18th green. Prim Prashnahorn for birdie from range. Well, last year was the first time in this championship's history that we didn't have a tie player finish in the top three. Looks like it's going to be the case again today. Prim Prashnahorn tied 11th, the best. And what's going on here for Soo-min Oh? I'm hearing she's had a free drop, so her next shot will be her third. How do you see her playing this one, Trish?
The only shot I can see here, she's going for the real high one, which I just don't see how it's going to come down soft enough. To me, the shot has to be to just pitch it into that bank. Well, it's not going to be. She's going for the $1 million shot, I think. Yeah, I don't really see that one. I don't know how you can get that close by playing that shot, but it's all sort of fallen apart, to be fair, since the 14th. Very hard to come back from that.
There's plenty of wind today in Wellington, but it all went out of the sails of Soo-min Oh when that tee shot on 14 found its way over to the out of bounds.
Yang signalling for her caddy to, she's got a local caddy on the bag this week, signaling for him to run and go and get the umbrella as it really picks up, so she try and stay dry for this last hole coming in. But I'm going to learn pretty quickly that navigating umbrellas in Wellington is a tricky business at best.
I think Yu Bin Kim's going to be the next to play.
This is a really difficult putt. There's a huge slope there, and it's a cross slope as well, and judging how much it's going to go to the right across that slope, not going to be easy. It's a really good effort. Great putt.
Almost had to have a bit of break in the wrists on the way back there. She had to hit so hard up the tier into the wind. So par putt now for Oh.
So difficult to come back from something like 14. All of us, you know, you're in the tournament the whole way, and then all of a sudden you're out, and you've still got what, 4 holes to play. Especially as you know you finished second last year as well.
It's obviously not the finish O was looking for, and Yang will rightly be receiving all of the plaudits this week. But she is a player with a really bright future, isn't she, Soo-min Oh, when you look at her resume, what she's achieved to this point. And, you know, if she does finish second, that's still impressive. 2 second-place finishes at the Women's Amateur Asia Pacific back-to-back years.
No, it's very impressive. It's just very unfortunate. You think that the prizes that you get for winning, you get absolutely nothing for finishing second. And I think that's... you know, if there was one tournament you got in even, but it's a very harsh lesson to be learned. But here's Yang, putt up the hill, into the breeze. Yeah, it's okay. Lots of shots to play with, obviously, but she wants to finish off well. You know, she wants to win by as many shots as she possibly can. But so impressive today, really, 3 under par in these conditions, you have to say. And as you said, I don't think I've ever seen anybody have 4-2. Well, certainly not 4-2s on the card when they're not on the par 3s. That's an extraordinary achievement.
So, to avoid a second double bogey in the last 4 holes for Su Min Oh, this bogey putt.
I'll hold.
Hopefully Prashnahorn's final shot of the week. But she'll get one more. So 78 to finish today for Prim Prashnahorn. Kim for her bogey. Colourful scorecard for Gyubin Kim, and not enough red. Important to keep the concentration levels up. This is going to test them. You can argue missing a couple of short ones earlier in the week, though, might have helped her in the long term in just reinforcing the focus over every single shot.
Yeah, she missed 3 short ones in 9 holes at the start of yesterday, but then she holed some on the back 9 when she needed to, and I think probably they had a little putting session on the putting green yesterday evening.
Yang does tuck it away for par on her penultimate hole of the tournament. Well, that coupled with the bogey for Su Min Oh means that it's an 8-shot lead at the top now, and that is equal to the record-winning margin in this great championship's history. Yuka Yasuda won by 8 back in 2019. So if Yang could eke out another shot over Su Min Oh on the par 5 closing hole, there would be yet more history for her there. You can see Gyubin Kim slipped all the way down to 10th. Tanana Kochsanamini with a great round, 1 under. She started on the 10th, just 1 hole to go for her. It is that difficult 9th though. Fourth shot for Maliksi on 18, and even though it's a par 5, really hasn't been a pushover this week, this 18th.
No, it's causing all sorts of trouble today. 512 yards, but straight into the breeze. So probably playing more like 560, 570.
Yeah, we saw Hiroshi having her travails on this closing hole. It was a double bogey for her to finish, so she was one of those under par today, and that double bogey gives her a 1 over 73. One hole to go for Yun So Yang, and that is what she will earn when she closes out this victory. The invitations into the 3 majors, those 4 other wonderful events as well. What a 2026 she's got ahead of her. That's one of her worst shots of the day.
He's playing 512 yards this last hole, par 5 today, straight into the teeth of the wind. It is as straight as an arrow, this hole. It's got the iconic clubhouse directly behind it. It's got a couple of bunkers to miss out. That second one doesn't really come in play today, into the breeze. And then there's the layup zone, just short of that, 60 yards short of the green.
I could see Su Min Oh find the fairway, her final tee shot of the week. Up ahead at the green, wow. This is about the longest putt you can get on this Royal Wellington golf course, facing Ariana Lau.
It was almost needed to be a chip, almost didn't have enough welly to... That is such a difficult putt. All of probably 40 feet? No, what am I talking about, 40 feet? 30 yards I'm talking about.
Well, Yang can enjoy the stroll up 18, even if it is in a bit of drizzle. Yeah, she should be taking all of this in as well. It's not very often in your golfing career you'll get such a comfortable walk up 18, and you want to enjoy those moments, Trish.
Yes, of course you do. 8-shot lead, wonderful feeling. Enjoy every single minute of it. Obviously, she's not hit the best drive up here. It's a difficult one because she knows she's won the tournament. You really can't lose it from there, but she wants to finish well. So, but yeah, enjoy every second of it, because as Kit said, you won't get many 8-shot leads walking up the last.
Malixi's par putt at the 18th. Well, it would have secured her solo third, but if she does pop that one in, she'll drop back 6 under alongside Jazzy Roberts. Going to be Ariana Lau to go next, we think. She was at Northwestern University until the fall of last year when she left, so we're speculating there might be a move into the paid ranks of professional golf relatively soon on the horizon for Lau.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. Wrong timing of the year, to be honest, to turn pro, but she'll have to get her tour card one way or another through qualifying school, if she does. Maybe the Axis Series, or what's the Epsom Tour, isn't it, in the States?
Well, she might decide to stay amateur for a little bit more this summer. Exciting times ahead for her, whatever. Well, it's not been the final round she would have been looking for. Par on the 18th, and a round of 78. And tied 10th. Well, this is what Yang faces down the fairway. It won't be anything more than a positional shot just to get this back in play anyway, Trish.
Yeah, difficult shot. She's got to hit it in between those two trees, I would imagine. Just short of the bunkers that you can see that are about 60 yards short of the green. But there are a lot of overhanging branches here, so you've got to make sure you keep it down. Should be no particular problem. She does know how to flight the ball very nicely. That cameraman's in a fairly precarious position, I would say.
They get danger money. Pretty conservative, but all she needs to do. Rain really is picking up out there as well. That's Melixi finishing off for her bogey. Yeah, 68-66. It was a really good first couple of days, but a couple of over par rounds on the weekend. 75 today and 6 under alongside Jazzy Roberts in the clubhouse, currently tied third. Sumino has laid up. Looks like Bean Kim's going to be trying to get it down there as far as she possibly can. That won't be easy.
Two big hits though. We've seen everybody struggle to get up anywhere near the flag here in 3, and she's in that greenside bunker for 2. That are 2 big whacks.
So Yang will be quite far back for her third shot here into the final hole, and you know, as Trish, you've said quite rightly, the tournament's wrapped up, but she'll not want to drop a shot here on 18. And if she does par, she will have won the tournament with the best round of the day today.
Yeah, she really hasn't put a foot wrong. She started with a bogey at the first hole, and yeah, she's made a couple of bogeys on the 8th and the 12th hole, but the 4 twos really quite spectacular. And on the back 9, she's just looked a class above. She's just had all the shots. She's putted very well, but she's had the ability to keep the ball low when she's needed to, miss it in the right positions, which a lot of the other players, more than anything today in these conditions, what we've noticed is missing them in positions you just can't get up and down from, and a lot of the time made double bogey from. If she has hit a poor shot, and they've been few and far between, then she's missed it in the right place, and she's minimised the mistakes that she's made.
As we've seen so often today with these winds swirling and gusting, a couple of clubs out of the bag to choose from.
Spectacular, really is such a good shot. Last shot, hopefully there'll be one more putt, but that is so impressive. Wind hasn't touched it at all, and you can see how much it's blowing. She has just got the most precise ball control today in some of the toughest conditions you will play in.
Well, it's well worth another look, isn't it?
It's just beautiful, really. A great shot in there. And I think if she knocks that in, you know, she deserves to win this by as many as she had, because the conditions have been so difficult, and she's actually made this back 9 look particularly easy. I mean, I think the 2 on 14 kit was the catalyst, wasn't it? Or that was the one that really won it for her. But I mean, I can't actually think of a bad shot she's hit on this back 9.
Sumino's second shot came to rest here. Just wiping a bit of moisture off of the club face. She's got a 2-shot cushion ahead of Roberts and Melixi, who have finished up on -6 in tied third. It's going to be back-to-back runner-ups then by the looks of it, and good news for Yang, she's going to get a very nice read for her birdie putt as well.
It's interesting, isn't it? There are 3 teammates, all Korean players, all teammates, and they don't appear to have said a single word to each other all the way round.
Well, it's 2 big hits for Gyubi and Kim to get it into this green side bunker.
Not an easy shot, just that awkward distance. Maybe could have just used one more club maybe and just played a 3/4 shot, but she had a tough day today. She will learn from it. She'll come back stronger.
Well, it's lashing down against the lens, isn't it? Nothing is going to rain on the parade of Yun So Yang. In fact, the way she's played, she could probably walk across the top of some puddles if she found any.
Well, she was the class player the first 2 days. Had a little bit of a wobble. Front 9 yesterday, the putter went a bit awry. The sign of a really good player is to be able to come back from that. And the back 9 yesterday, she put in a really good performance, and today she's been, well, just a different class to the rest of the players out there. Interesting, she wasn't the one that said her attitude and her concentration always elevates in this sort of weather, but it seems to have been the case this afternoon.
Come on, Gyubi, I think we all want to see this one find the bottom of the cup after the day she's had.
To be tough day at the office today. She'll be back next year though. Older and wiser.
Absolutely. And she taps in for her closing par. Unfortunately, it does all add up to a round of 82. She was tied second, a couple of shots back coming in to this final round, but she will finish in a tie for 10th. Great scene here. Iconic clubhouse in the background here at Royal Wellington. Fans surrounding the green despite the not optimal weather conditions. And it's no less than these players deserve, because they have put on one hell of a show for us this week.
Be nice to see this one go in for O. She deserves it for a performance most of the week. No, it's not to be. Oh, she's left herself a nasty one coming back as well. Will she go first and get it out of the way?
Yeah, more often than not in a professional game, you'd see that tidied up to clear the way for Yang, the champion to be, to finish off the tournament. It does look like it's going to be Yang to go for her birdie putt before O tries to get in for the par.
Well, she couldn't have been given a better line, could she? She knows exactly how this breaks. Just a fraction outside right. At dead pace. This to get to 17 under, 4 under for the day.
Well, it would have been the dream finish, but it does at least mean she will get to put the marker down and hit the very last shot of what has been a sensational championship.
I think she's just trying to take it all in, just realising actually what she's achieved. She's still got to hole out, but just that lovely feeling of knowing you're the champion.
And Sumino finishes with a par. Her time will come. She's won many events, she will win more. But once again, for the second year running, she's the bridesmaid. So this is all that's left for Yun So Yang to do to complete her victory. Yang wins with a bang. A best of the day final round of 69. And the 18-year-old goes wire to wire for a supremely impressive victory at the 2026 Women's Amateur Asia Pacific. 64, 67, 72 and 69 in some brutally difficult conditions out there. Well, if she wasn't wet enough already, she certainly is now. Your champion, and what a prospect she is. It's now 4 wins in a row in World Amateur Golf Ranking events for her, and she'll get the chance to tee it up in 3 major championships this year. Trish, what a win. What a future this young lady has ahead of her, not just this year, but beyond that.
Very much so. We looked, didn't we, the first 2 days, we thought this is a class player. Yesterday there was a little bit of a wobble, maybe on the front 9. We thought maybe mentally not quite what we thought. But today, well, she just showed her class from start to finish, and she does look like she could just easily go into the pro ranks straight away and compete. And look, she's finally showing some emotion. She's just realised exactly what she's achieved. Incredible performance, totally deserved, wire to wire, fantastic.
Yeah, she's looked so cool, calm and composed all week, even when she did have the little wobble yesterday. You know, she said in her post-round interviews that she was nervous at the start of day 2, nervous at the start of day 3, but it never really showed. And it's great to see that emotion coming out of her, because what she's done really is special this week. And what's coming her way, well, it's life-changing. And her performance was so good that it did equal that 8-shot record margin of victory. And this is how she finished it off. And history for Korea as well, as we mentioned. Another great angle with all the fans there. Remarkable, really, that in 7 previous playings of this, with the strength of Korean women's golf, there'd never been a Korean winner, but that drought has now ended.
Yeah, that's an extraordinary stat. But they'd have got 5 players in fact, in the top 10 now this week. So I think that stat is done. 6, in fact, sorry, I was wrong. 6 in the top 10 Korean players.
So just the formalities to go through that final grouping. Will go in and sign their cards, make sure everything is as it should be. And there's your confirmation of the final leaderboard here at the 8th Women's Amateur Asia Pacific. Yun So Yang is your runaway leader, 16 under par. Sumin Oh, a runner-up for the 2nd year running at 8 under. Good performances from Jazzy Roberts and Rianne Maliksi as well. Yurina Hiroshi, that is a name to look out for in the future, just 15 years old. See Sojin Park, Sumin Hong, both Sojin Parks, and Gyubin Kim, despite not the final round she was looking for with that 82, she did finish inside the top 10. All 6 Koreans, as Trish said, in the top 10. Good round of level par 72 from Mung Han Lee today, and Janeth Wong can be very proud of her title defence. The honour of top New Zealander at Royal Wellington goes to Da-Rei Chung in tied, was 22nd on her own. Insa Choi a shot further back. And Caitlin Maurice came all the way over from St Andrews representing New Zealand. She'll have enjoyed her 4 rounds. Shiyuan Zhou, not a great weekend, but a lady with a lot of talent. Kaya Dalawate, the first player from Sri Lanka to make the cut in this championship, and she did pretty solidly over the weekend. And Elise Barber, just 13 years old, a member here at Royal Wellington. She hit the opening tee shot on Thursday morning. She made the cut. What a week for her. But Yun So Yang is the star. Let's have a look back at some of the highlights of what was a fantastic round to see this one out, Trish.
Yeah, she didn't get off to the greatest start, bogeyed the first hole, but this was her putt for birdie on the third to get that shot straight back.
She also bogeyed the 8th, but at the extremely difficult 9th, she hit one of the shots of the day, an absolute laser into the wind. And she would knock that one in to make the turn in a level par 36 strokes.
Lovely approach shot to the 11th, the par 3, down the hill, birdie putt in at the perfect pace.
And this is the moment for her. Su Min-oh in massive trouble. And Yun So Yang put her foot on the net with a massive eagle. It opened up a huge advantage, and she would not look back from there.
Tee shot at 16. Bunker lurking just in front of this flag. Well, she flew it all the way. And she knew it was going to come back off that slope, didn't she? I think she did. All the way back. Left herself the perfect birdie opportunity, which of course she would knock in.
And this was the par putt that sealed it. 16 under par, an 8-stroke margin of victory, tying the largest ever in this tournament. The first Korean to lift the trophy as well. And with it, securing invites into the 3 majors and the other great events that we've mentioned already. Overall, Trish, it's just been a magnificent advert for women's amateur golf in the region. How impressed have you been by the overall standard?
Unbelievably impressed. I mean, you take the average age of that leaderboard and it's probably 17, something like that. You've got a 15-year-old, you've got a couple of 16-year-olds. It's just an extraordinary achievement, I guess, for these young players. I could be watching a pro event here, and if I'm honest, it's no different. The standard, that maybe there's a couple of things, you know, that's slightly different, but yeah, so incredibly impressed. And today was a tough day for those girls out there, and to shoot the sort of number that the 3 of them shot under par in what, average of 30-mile-an-hour winds, I would say, on a toughish golf course with very difficult pin positions today. I think they really did challenge these players to the absolute limit today. So massively impressed, and I can't wait. I know I'm going to see in a few years' time maybe at least a handful of these players on the LPGA competing for major championships.
Yeah, I think there's no doubt about it. 4 players have already come through this championship and gone on to win majors in Yuka Saso, Patti Tavatanaka, Ayaka Furue and Grace Kim. Gino Titical won the inaugural Women's Amateur Asia Pacific. She's the world number 1, and you've got to fancy she'll make it 5 players to have come through this to win a major very, very soon. And you wouldn't be at all surprised if several players, as you say, that we've had the absolute pleasure of watching this week go on, not just to get their cards on the LET, the LPGA in the future, but to challenge and become major winners. And this tournament right here, this platform, will be a massive reason for why they've been able to go and do that.
Yeah, because there's a lot of pressure at the end of the day. the prizes for winning this tournament are so enormous that these players, you know, they're playing under as much pressure as the pros are playing for major money, because there's only one person that can take home anything here. That's the other thing. All these other players, you know, they've worked so hard this week and they actually get nothing from it. But the winner, well, you know, when you get to this tournament, it's the only thing that counts is winning this tournament, and that mindset is so important.
Well, Yun So Yang is the woman who secured all of that today. So let's head down to the trophy presentation with Hannah Ray.
Kia ora, tēnā koutou katoa. Good afternoon, everyone. What a fantastic 4 days of golf we've seen here at the Royal Wellington Golf Club. It is my absolute pleasure to introduce our presentation party this afternoon. We have Philip Hassel, the chairman of the Asia Pacific Golf Confederation, Martin Hatchell, the chairman of the RNA, and finally Dan Carter, former All Black and ISPS HANDA ambassador. But most importantly, we have our champion of today, Yun So Yang. Yun So, how are you feeling? It might not have sunk in yet, but how are you feeling?
일단 이렇게 마지막 날에 안 좋은 날씨 속에서도 잘 마무리할 수 있어서 매우 기쁘고, 또 4일 동안 흔들리지 않고 제 플레이 할 수 있었던 것 같아서 굉장히 만족스럽습니다.
I'm really happy to finish off strongly, even though today's the weather wasn't the best, and I'm also very proud that I had a good 4-day streak.
Absolutely, a fantastic 4 days, and you are the first Korean winner of this championship. What does that mean to you?
첫 번째 우승이 어떤 의미인지? 일단 이 대회에 나오면서부터 한국인 우승이 없다는 걸 알고 좀 더 한국인 우승자를 남기고 싶었고, 또 마지막 날 한국인 선수들끼리 챔피언조에서 플레이할 수 있어서 또 굉장히 자랑스러웠고, 또 첫 우승인 만큼 더욱 더 의미 있는 것 같습니다.
I came into the championship knowing there were no Korean winners before, so I was more motivated to win this, and it was amazing to be in the same champion group with the 3 Korean players, and I'm really happy of all the achievements I made during this tournament.
Amazing, and finally you get entry into 3 major championships. So what does that mean for you this year in your golf?
일단 LPGA 3대 메이저에 나갈 수 있다는 것 자체만으로도 굉장히 영광이고, 또 그 또한 저한테 정말 좋은 경험이 될 것 같아서 정말 기쁩니다.
I'm very honored to be able to participate in 3 major tournaments. It will be a great experience for my future career.
It'll be absolutely amazing, and we look forward to watching you there. Good, all the best for the rest of your golf this year. I'll now ask Philip Hassel to please present the trophy to our champion.
Well, what a moment for Yun So Yang collecting the trophy. A wonderful 69 sealed it for her. She cruised to victory in the end. And this was the moment that sealed it